Welcome live to the Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. I'm your host, Devin Poslusny. Sorry guys, I'm running a little bit late right now. So let's get right to our show lineup. Now to our show lineup. Here's your show lineup: Motorsports in 60, then we go to Formula 1, and then RH Blog Report, NASCAR. We'll go to a break. We have your statistics of Texas on your virtual lap, RH Points Championship, and then the final lap. So let's get started. Motorsports in 60. 60 seconds starts now. We're good. Ryan Blaney finished 5th in the Kroger 200. Ben Kennedy finished 4th. Jeb Burton finished 3rd. Brendan Gaughan finished 2nd. And Darrell Wallace Jr. finished 1st. Darrell Wallace, we're going to talk about him a little later with Dave. He will be on in a minute. 36 seconds. So, yeah. 13 seconds. 10 seconds left. We'll leave it at that. Formula 1 Indian Grand Prix. Here's your top 5. Finishing 5th, Sergio Perez. Felipe Massa finished 4th. Roman Grosjean finished 3rd. Nico Rosberg finished 2nd. And Sebastian Vettel won the race. RH Blog Report now. We're moving right along. Goodies Headache Relief Shot 500, Race 7. The Paperclip strikes again with 17 cautions and now a tie for the points lead. It's going to be a long 3 weeks. The final stretch of the 2013 NASCAR season is underway. The next race is Texas. See you then. Now to NASCAR. NASCAR. Here's your top 5 for the Goodies Headache Relief Shot 500. Finishing 5th, Jimmy Johnson. 4th, Brad Keselowski. Clint Bowyer finished 3rd. Matt Kenseth finished 2nd. And Jeff Gordon won the race. Congratulations, Jeff Gordon. Sorry. Jeff Gordon won the race. Here's your standings starting from 13th. Casey Kane, 124 points out. Ryan Newman, 106 points out. Joey Logano, 85 points out in 11th. Carl Edwards is in 10th, 76 points out. Kurt Busch, 9th, 75. Greg Biffle, 58 points out in 8th. 7th, Dale Earnhardt Jr., 56 points out. Clint Bowyer is 6th, 55 points out. Kyle Busch, he's still in this kinda with 36 points out. Here's your definite still in this. Harvick's in 4th with 28 points out. Gordon's 27 points out in 3rd. And Jimmy Johnson is 2nd with 2,294 points. And Matt Kenseth is in 1st with 2,294 points. They are tied for the lead as of now. So, yeah. I'm sorry that I'm a little unorganized, but we will be right back. When we return, we'll have your virtual lap, and then we'll have Dave. We will be right back. Welcome back live. Hey, Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. Like I said before the break, I apologize that I am disorganized. I am having a somewhat bad night, but here we are. NASCAR The Game Inside Line. Texas Motor Speedway will race under the lights here. Built in 1996, 24 to backs, 24 degrees of banking length, 1.5 miles long, mile and a half. Tri-oval in Texas. This is going to get interesting, guys. This race usually always ends at night, so that is why we are under the lights. Off turn 4 onto the flat front straightaway. Getting loose. Uh-oh. Hold on 1 second, guys. Now we're racing open wheel cars. Oh God. And that will do it for our virtual lap, guys. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Hello. Well, you just saw our virtual lap. Not good. My night keeps getting worse and worse, guys. I'm sorry. But whatever. Shortly, Dave is going to be live on Skype. Yep, there you go. You see it right there. You spin this around now. Oops. Come to this screen. Now to our RH Points Championship. We're going to do the rest of the show, and then we'll bring in Dave last. So yes, the Points Championship. Dave had Carl Edwards for 5th, Matt Kenseth for 4th, Jimmy Johnson for 3rd, Kevin Harvick for 2nd, and Kyle Busch for the win. I had Kevin Harvick for 5th, Ryan Newman for 4th, Matt Kenseth for 3rd, Kyle Busch for 2nd, and Jimmy Johnson for the win. Here's how it all played out. Dave got 4th and 2nd. I got 5th, 3rd, and the win, equaling 12-18. Now if we go to our standings here, Dave's got 512, I got 460. I've now swept him almost the entire chase except for 2. So we got 3 races left, guys. Kind of sad. While we're waiting for Dave, we'll give you this preview. Here's the Racing Hotspot official Facebook page. Well, you can see the Jeff Gordon post. Alright, Points Championship. Just so you all know, Wednesday is Racing Hotspot Breast Cancer Awareness Day. So wear your pink. You got to wear your pink, man. Pink's a manly color. Just saying. Dale Wallace Jr. This is something I don't know if all of you saw. We had the Devil's Bowl Speedway yesterday. Make this full screen. Devil's Bowl Speedway. What the speedway looks like from the front gates. Now this is a lost track. We're only going to give you a quick preview, but this is a lost track that we will preview for you next year. Now, I'm not going into this. I'm not getting into this. Interesting, right? And that is a wall. So that's all I'm going to show you for that lost track. Join us next year for Racing Hotspot Lost Tracks. I can show you what we have planned for you. Hold on. Here's the planning sheet for next year. We have Bridgehampton, Vanderbilt, Islip Speedway, Freeport Speedway, Briar Motorsports Park, Daytona Beach, Fairmont Speedway, Pico Speedway, Dog River Speedway, Otter Creek Speedway, Davis Racetrack. We have many, many more coming. Well, we're going to do this is we'll see these 4 from New York. That will be one segment. We'll have a bunch of them from New Hampshire, Florida, Vermont, etc. So it will be a series of them. So it'll literally be for 7 weeks we have Vermont. For 4 weeks we have New York. And this isn't going to be a weekly thing. It's going to be basically when we get to it type of thing. But it will be throughout the stretch of the year. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. We only have 4 review shows left. Did you know that? Unbelievable. Racing Hotspot season finale is December 6th. That is still on the edge of doing it live or the way we do this show. RH 2014 preview show is going to be February 1st, 2014. If you understand that. We're going to preview Formula One, we're going to preview IndyCar, we're going to preview NASCAR, we're going to preview everything Racing Hotspot will cover in 2014. That's going to be fun. So we're going to take a quick break. When we return, we'll have Dave with you. With us. We'll be right back. Well, now I was finally able to retrieve him. Now to bring in Dave Poslusny. Dave, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. I've been very busy down here. I'm actually extending my trip for a little bit longer because I got a little stuff to do. And yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Are you going to be back in studio next week?
I should be, yes. I do believe I'm coming back on Friday.
All right, then. That's good. Because this whole internet thing is not working out.
I don't know what's up with the speed, but we're definitely having issues. But that's not us. For once, it's not our technical problems.
Look at that. Holy cow. It's not our technical problems. For those of you who are watching the secondary camera and are wondering where the heck I am, look at the bottom corner of your screen right here. You'll see me. Hi, guys. Okay, so we just went over the points championship. I won this week, 18-12. So now
wow, pretty close though.
Yeah, it was. The standings, you have 512 points, and I have 460.
Ooh, making a run for it, are you?
Well, I got to do well this week and next week, and if we go to Homestead and it's like this, I got no chance.
Yeah, we're kind of running out of time.
Exactly. Well, I got to do well Texas and Phoenix.
Well, we're at what, 4 to go?
3 to go.
3 to go. So today was, okay, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, today was Martinsville, Texas, Phoenix, Homestead.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
wow, we really are down the wire. So, yeah, we're kind of down to just a few drivers at this point.
Basically. But yet, our picks can be still all over the place because we don't know. Anybody can win it. Well, can't really say anybody, but anybody can still win a race. It doesn't, you know what I mean?
Right. That's for the individual races, because that's a different story altogether.
Yeah.
And next week we're at Texas, so
yes.
Yeah, I can work with that.
All right, guys. Just to let you all know, our picks will be late on Facebook later this week, since we're having a somewhat bad night here at Racing Hotspot. We'll get those picks out to you as soon as we can later this week. So, now you wanted to talk about Darrell Wallace Jr. You have the stage, I guess you could say.
I think it's incredible. I think that it definitely should be noticed. People should pay attention. NASCAR Illustrated had a great article on him in reference to his determination. And the young man seems extremely determined to make sure that this is what we were having a problem with talking. I'm not sure how to approach it, but for black drivers, he's going to make a stand, and he definitely proved that today. I don't have any problem with, any kind of a racial type issue. Apparently, within NASCAR, even in the recent past, they have, according to this article, there's actually a place here in Florida where I've actually learned that our drivers, or all of the drivers, are sent. And it's not, just racial. It's also a issue with females too. That basically what's happening is these guys are required now to go at least once a year. NASCAR spends $400,000 a year on this to make sure that these guys understand that diversity is the way it's going to be. And I'm 100% for it. As a matter of fact, after I read this article, I was seriously rooting for this kid. And yesterday, or Saturday, I'm sorry, they pulled it off. And to me, that's awesome. I was so happy. I'm watching and they keep going to caution. I'm like, oh, come on, please stay out there, please stay out there, please stay out there. And he did it. So here we have now the first black driver to win in the top three major series of NASCAR. I've actually researched it since you and I talked earlier. And Roy, your dad, was right. But none have ever won in the top three series. He has now done it.
Wow.
I put this guy, Darrell Wallace Jr. is going to be in the Cup Series, I would say, by 2015. If he's not there in 2014, I'd be mildly surprised, but not really, because you've kind of got to season your way up. Although some drivers, as you know, really never had that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of jump too fast, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
No insult intended, Danica Patrick. They were quick. She wasn't ready for it. I do believe, from what I've read about him and read of him in his own personal words, he's going to take his time with it. But I guarantee by 2015, he's going to be in the Cup Series. And the boy is going to win races.
Maybe what he'll do is next year he'll do like a part-time nationwide and truck schedule. And then in 2015 he'll do a full-time nationwide schedule and a part-time Cup schedule. And then, you know what I mean? Like, integrate both two series in one season.
My bet, from what I'm reading and understanding at this point in time, is he's probably going to jump right to nationwide. For 2014, he'll probably be in the nationwide series. Where, I don't know. But bear in mind, Kyle Busch is the one who owns this car. So Kyle can do anything he wants. Kyle can step down from his car and let Darrell Wallace run it full season.
It's a good point.
Well, my thought there is, he does have multiple cars. He has, what, 2 cars in Nationwide?
I believe so, yeah.
So, what's to say if he wants to race here and there, he can't take the other car and give the dominant car to Darrell. My thoughts are, that's what he's going to do. And I give major kudos to Kyle Busch for giving him the opportunity. And I really think that next year he's going to run him. He's going to run him full time in the Nationwide, especially with this win. This win said it all. It more or less dictated the man can do it. So now you got to try to look at the bigger picture. Maybe Kyle will run more truck, and we'll run Darrell Wallace part-time truck, but full-time in the 54. Monster Energy. And I'm confident that Monster Energy will be behind it in a heartbeat.
Yeah. All right. Well,
So hard. I'm sorry, folks, but I'm pretty sure you can probably see me on the other end doing the same thing, but I'm looking at Devin and he's doing. So it's kind of difficult to watch.
And on our end, you look blurry, but you're moving clearly, I guess you could say.
And you're blurry and you're moving like you're stuttered.
Wow.
So I don't know. I don't know what's up with the internet.
Maybe.
Y'all, I've got a dog that has to go out here, so give me 1 minute. I'm gonna have a guest passing by.
Okay, so thank you for sharing that with us, the Darrell Wallace information, I guess you could say.
Oh, I got more. I got a lot of opinion about it. I really do. I'm really looking forward to this.
Okay. Here's our final lap. We're not even going to include the IndyCar in the final lap. They're off until March 30th, 2014. Formula One races Sunday 8 a.m. on Eastern Standard Time on NBC Sports Network. Camping Truck Series Friday 9 p.m. on Fox Sports 1. They are Texas Motor Speedway. Nationwide Series Saturday 4 p.m. ESPN 2, also Texas. And then the Cup Series Sunday 3 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. That's also at Texas. We were talking about before you came on. After this show, we only have 4 review shows left, and then the season finale.
Yep.
So I'm glad that you're coming back next week. So this way you're on for the final 4.
Yeah, and people might be able to see me clearly.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I think it'll run a little bit more smoothly, knowing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I believe, anything else you would like to say?
No, I'm pretty set, but it's just, I just wanted to make sure that people were aware that, that history was made on Saturday. That was pretty much my cut and dry thing right there.
Yeah. All right.
And I'm right on how you feel about it.
No,
History.
I'm amazed at that. I came home.
Well, I don't you personally. I mean, people in general, because NASCAR and NASCAR Illustrated had a great article about it. NASCAR has always been a white-dominated sport. Always has been. Very Southern-oriented, but it's reached out so far beyond that at this point in time. People need to realize that and accept whatever comes. I mean, Jimmy Johnson from California, that's not the South.
Yeah.
Yet it stands a good chance he's going to be this year's champion.
Yeah.
Again.
Again.
6th time.
Alright. Yeah, I agree with you. That.
Well, the whole thing is you got to keep an open mind, and I wish people, or I hope people do that. That's pretty much what I'm saying. You got to be open-minded to everyone and everything. It's as simple as that. You know, your car changes, your race, your creed, all of that. It does not matter. It's not what matters today. There are so many other things that are more important to deal with and not tolerate than to have issues with that type of subject. And I just want to make sure that was clear and kind of see how you felt about it. And you obviously feel the same way I did.
Yeah. I definitely did, and I'm amazed.
I think it's awesome, and I say congrats, bud, because I was rooting for him like a madman the last 20 laps. The cautions were driving me nuts because I just wanted to see him win.
Yeah. I came home, and I saw that Darrell Walsh Jr. won the race, and I'm like, holy cow, that's awesome. Good for him. I know that this year he's had his ups and downs and his struggles, and he's been all over the place. And then finally to tame one of the toughest tracks on the NASCAR circuit to win, that's amazing in my eyes.
Dominantly, no less.
Yeah.
Dominant. Nobody was catching him. And I love that. Now, granted, Kyle's team gave him a great truck. Obviously, because it was so fast.
Yeah.
It was just really good to see. And again, like I said, kudos to Kyle for doing the right thing.
Yep. Okay. Well, we got to go now. Thank you all for joining us here at Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup this week. Join us next week. Dave will be right back next to me, finally, after a couple weeks of being away.
I can't wait to come home, except it's cold.
Oh, my God. Oh, it must be nice to be in 70-degree weather.
Actually, no, it's 66 right now.
That's warm compared to what we have right now.
That's what I understand.
Okay.
I'm ready. I got a jacket.
So join us here, same place, same time. But until we see each other next week, Goodbye, everybody.
Good night.
Little girl, you like it loud. Come alive.